Before I get started, y'all can go ahead and pull your phones out. Follow me on Instagram at Samo Jewelz, SAMOJEWELZ. Women's History Month is next month. She will never get to tell her story. She will always feel insignificant because being a woman in this country is covering her up with euphemisms, saying her truth never existed. It was just exaggerated, but I beg to differ because if I know what you were doing to me, that would explain my index pulling a trigger, Caucasian, or that black ignorant N-word. Man is what lies across lies, like his body lies on top of something that was never consented to begin with. Her story would have started way back when all the kids had colored pens tracing lines and shapes. Boundaries of her box is what she knew nobody should take, but it happened. Somewhere between the bra popping and the skin slicing, her jaw dropping while her fists are fighting for her life. Her story will take turns as each day of the week someone will take their turn warring her self-esteem. She'll cut her hair because it's too nappy. Start to cut pounds off her adipose fatty. She did everything to please everyone instead of just finding the beauty in herself, in her smile, her walk, her grace. Her story is full of grace, of forgiving days, forgiving each day of hard times, forgiving the insignificant, forgiving herself for blaming selfishly. She will dance with the days that have subsided with the pain. Her story is forgotten truth that she sits with at the kitchen table, but she is eating alone. She just wants someone to see what she has been chewing on, but the truth is always so hard to swallow. Her story overcame, like women who created spaces for atoms to come over and come over on the 12th floor of a brownstone. She'll get called a player for playing a pimp at his own game for the pain that tipped her insane. Across the hall is her story, written in blood, screaming, "Help me!" and smells like the halitosis off of a man who bruises "I love you" on her cheek. Her story has been silent for way too long. Ears that mute and legs that don't stand as straight as women who have been through some things. Can you hear the different women's voices cry out of me? A mother who had 2 abortions, a sister who will deal with self-esteem, a girl who deals with relations, women who are never heard. Can you hear me? Her story is the most neglected, disrespected, and unprotected. Can we do something about this? Men have been creating all of the rules, and it's not okay. Male has been able to dictate a situation for the public eye to view it as fiction, when in fact, male will be the reason why women remain with the scars that y'all be lying about. Her story will remain truth that will never die, even when she does. Her story is the reason why his story is made. It's not just his story, it's her story too. This is a man's world, but it wouldn't be nothing without a woman or a girl. Her story lives. Thank you.